Can you imagine working a 40-hour work week and still not be able to make ends meet? I have worked day to day with people like these and heard the hardship that they've experienced. Today I will express some of the problems we face because of the current minimum wage. I will explain the benefits of raising the minimum wage to $10.10 per hour. And I will also explain what opposers may say and offer my rebuttals. The current minimum wage does not provide enough finances for a single parent household. The current poverty level of a household of two, according to the Department of Human Resources, is $15,730. The parents of this household making the federal minimum wage will only make $15,080. This forces the family to depend on government programs to survive. Consequently, we as taxpayers bear the tax burden. In addition, the companies that offer minimum wage are experiencing high turnover. As a former manager in the fast food industry, I've experienced this firsthand. Companies have lost highly talented employees to higher paying competitors. This leads to elevated costs in training employees. Simultaneously, the children of these families of minimum wage workers do not have an equal opportunity to access higher education. This is because of this cycle. Poverty and unequal opportunity continues to exist in America. Single parent families working for minimum wage do not have any extra money to put away for the college's fund. Moreover, many children are missing out on the opportunity to change their family tree. Now that I've expressed the problems with the current minimum wage, I will offer my solution. We should raise the minimum wage to President Obama's recommended $10.10 per hour. This would increase employee morale. As a person who has received many raises in my life, I agree with this fact. My morale, productivity, and loyalty to the organization increased also. Conversely, I'm sure many of you have experienced the same feelings. In like manner, raising the minimum wage to $10.10 per hour will help stimulate the economy with diverse spending. We all know that America's economy needs a boost. In 2008, many people lost their jobs, homes, and pensions. Giving these Americans a raise will create more spending in the economy. More spending will lead to more job security and job creation. This raise will also allow millions of Americans to dream of home ownership and also save for retirement. Despite this, the real value of the minimum wage buys less than it did in 1956. This partly takes place because the federal minimum wage does not automatically rise with inflation. A U.S. House Representative, George Miller, stated 30 million American workers would receive a raise under the Fair Minimum Wage Act. This is nearly a quarter of all workers. The Minimum Wage Act is the act to raise the federal minimum wage from $7.25 to $10.10 per hour in 3 steps. Thirdly, I will explain what some in opposition of raising the minimum wage may say. Some would say that raising the minimum wage would make it too expensive to hire new employees, but I would say it would create new jobs. A government website states that raising the minimum wage to $10.10 per hour will create 85,000 jobs. This will take the place and add extra money in the economy. These employers would also need more employees to handle the increased spending of these tens of millions of Americans. To simply put it, More money equals more spending. Adding revenues would add to the training of new employees. Some may also say that employers cannot afford to raise the minimum wage. But I would say that many businesses have already raised their minimum wage. For instance, I've worked for smaller companies and corporate businesses who pay higher than the minimum wage. President Obama recognized a small business owner in his speech that raised his minimum wage to $10.10 per hour. He also acknowledged the success of the large retailer Costco. They start their employees off at over $11 per hour. He also expressed the retention rate of this company with its employees. He highlighted a worker that has worked for their company for over 20 years. Similar successes will result with the implementation of the Fair Minimum Wage Act. Lastly, some may say that raising the minimum wage would not be a step toward addressing poverty, but I would say that it would be an efficient step toward combating it. The same single-parent household making minimum wage of $10.10 per hour would be above the poverty level. This would allow them to save for their children's futures and better their lives. Today, I've expressed the current minimum wage and the benefits of raising it. I've also expressed why we should raise it to $10.10 per hour. I've expressed what opposers may say to raise the minimum wage and offer my rebuttals. So the next time you rub shoulders with your legislators or have an opportunity to vote at the polls, remember, let's raise the minimum wage to $10.10 per hour. Thank you.